Hi Leo, welcome to your love reading for April 2020. This deck is going to be for couples. This deck is going to be for exes, and this deck is going to be for singles. Remember, this is a general reading. If you would like me to look into your personal situation, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, Leo, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your romantic partner. And as I said, this reading is going to be for couples. You're still together, you're dating, you're married, you live together, you're involved. This is not your ex. This is not you kind of looking for a romantic partner. I am going to do those spreads next. Okay, let's go ahead and begin and see what's going on with your partner. Leo and their romantic partner for April 2020. The first card you have, Leo, is the King of Swords. Leo and their romantic partner for April 2020. The Hangman. In this deck they call it the Hanged One, but this is the Hangman. Leo and their romantic partner for April. King of Wands. Leo and their romantic partner for April. We've got the Devil. Leo and their romantic partner for April 2020. The Nine of Wands. Leo and their romantic partner for April. Three of Rings, which is the Three of Pentacles. Leo and their romantic partner for April. Nine of Swords. Leo and their romantic partner for April. The Princess of Rings, so this would be the Page of Pentacles. Leo and their romantic partner for April. And the Chariot. Okay, what's the most important thing that Leo needs to hear about their love life for April 2020? The message that you have is actually a court card. You have the King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This can be male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Usually when I get a court card like this as the main energy, I do get another card. See what this represents for you. What confirmation is there for the sign of Leo for the King of Pentacles? Nine of Cups. Okay, so if the person that you're involved with, let's just start here. If the person that you're involved with is an earth sign, I do see a lot of happiness in this relationship or in this marriage. If you have a moon or rising and an earth sign, again, and if you're kind of looking at a relationship right now or a marriage and you're kind of worried about the future of that relationship, I do see a lot of happiness. Of course, the Nine of Cups also represents wish fulfillment. Your wishes are coming true. This could be staying together. So let's go ahead and see what you have going on here as far as, your relationship. You have popped up here right away as the King of Wands. You're a fire sign. I see you here lined up with an air sign. So this would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And again, this spread is for those of you where you're kind of wondering, are we going to stay together? Are we going to stay married? Or you're wondering maybe if this person is seeing someone else. Are they cheating? Is there something going on that you don't know? I do see stuck energy. I see you with another person. And I mean, this is definitely you as a fire sign, the King of Wands. If the person that you're involved with is not an air sign, the King of Swords usually does come up when the King and the Queen of Swords, when somebody is very much in their head, when someone is doing a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing, when there is just, kind of a lot of mental activity. So if they're not an air sign, I still see you with this person, and you have the Hangman, which means that in the month of April, you might kind of feel like, we'll see what we get from all of this, but the Hangman does represent stuck energy, being in limbo. You might feel like, the situation with your marriage, with your relationship, you may feel like it's not moving forward. Let's see what else kind of stands out here. I mean, yeah, as far as, you've got this King of Swords, and you've got the Devil, and then all of this leads to the Nine of Swords. So, the Devil can represent the sign of Capricorn, but the Devil means that there could be a lot of negativity between you and your partner in the month of April. So just kind of be aware of that. There can also be a lot of fears, especially because the Devil is lined up here with the Nightmare card. You have the Nine of Swords. So just kind of know, just don't don't overemphasize this, but just know that you might be kind of feeling really kind of worried about a relationship or a marriage. The Nine of Swords does represent you focusing on worst possible scenario. You might be convinced that this person is cheating on you. You might be convinced this person is lying to you in some way, or you feel like you're losing them. The Nine of Swords, I mean, this is worry without merit. This is a lot of agonizing. And again, I feel like you might kind of be in a pessimistic place as far as a relationship. With that said, you also have the Nine of Wands here right in the center of the reading. And the Nine of Wands does mean that, you know, this is fear as well. So this ties in with, you have the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So some of you could be feeling really anxious about a relationship, about a marriage. The Nine of Wands means that you're very much on guard. You're very protective. You're watching your back. You know, it just seems like there's something that there is stuck energy around you and your partner for the month of April. We have the Three of Pentacles here. So Three of Pentacles is saying that there's still a lot of work that has to be done as far as this relationship or this marriage to move forward. The Three of Pentacles represents teamwork, working together to move things forward, which you actually can do because you have the Chariot here. The Chariot can represent the sign of Cancer, but this is a big movement, big changes happening in this relationship. But if things are not moving forward, it's because fear is very much perhaps getting in the way. The Nine of Swords, a lot of worrying, maybe you're worrying, you know, what this person is really doing. Do they really care? You could be really questioning them. Again, with the Devil, there can be a lot of negativity in the relationship. You also have the Princess of Rings, which is the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, because you have this with the Nine of Swords. I'm just going to hold them up for you. You have this with the Nine of Swords. You have the Princess, well, the Page of Pentacles, let's just call her that, and the Chariot. So with this Page of Pentacles, you might be kind of looking at maybe what is causing a lot of anxiety in this relationship or in this marriage, or what is causing you to question this person, what's causing you to question their motives. Is this even valid? For those, some of you could even be seeing that, you know, I have been thinking the worst. I have been imagining the worst of this, you know, of my partner. I have been focusing on, you know, perhaps something that is not really there. Against the Nine of Swords represents worry without merit. This is about really looking at a relationship or a marriage, really analyzing it. Perhaps you're analyzing your fears, the anxiety that you have as far as losing someone, or wondering, you know, what's going on behind your back. Because there is fear here, and, you know, there's fear here. And with the Devil, I mean, this also is fear, it's negativity, it's pessimism, being in a dark place. There is some type of stuck energy as far as you and the person that you love. But with that said, you might be able to pinpoint what's really going on here in the month of April with the Page of Pentacles here. This is going to allow your relationship to move forward with the Chariot. Okay, let me get a few more. Let's see what else comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Leo as far as a romantic partner for April 2020? You've got the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. What other messages are there for the sign of Leo as far as a romantic partner for the month of April? We've got the Ten of Rings, which is a Ten of Pentacles. Leo and their romantic partner for the month of April. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so let's take a look at these. You've got the Page of Cups. I mean, this definitely shows, you know, a lot of communication. And again, some of you might be really kind of figuring out what has been working against a relationship. So this is what you want to focus on. Some of you, you're going to be looking very carefully at like what has been working against your marriage or your relationship. You know, if you have certain fears as far as your partner, where are these fears coming from? Do they have any type of merit? You know, is this just you just kind of agonizing with no real, you know, facts to back up your fears? If you have the Devil, again, a lot of negativity, but with the Page of Pentacles, you're going to be looking at this very carefully. And then the Page of Cups comes up. So this does represent communication. Perhaps, you know, a lot of heart-to-heart conversations with the person that you love. You do have a Court card here. So now there's 3 people. We have the Queen of Cups, which would be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can also be you, Leo, if you have a moon or rising in a water sign. It can also be your partner, even if they're not a water sign. This could be someone who is in a very emotional place. Like I said, it can also be you if you're really struggling in this relationship. And it can be maybe, you know, communication is exactly what you need. The Princess of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Perhaps what you need is a lot of communication. I just feel here, looking at these first 9 cards, that the sign of Leo, you might be looking at a relationship where you kind of, it seems to maybe be going nowhere as far as fixing your problems. And you might, you know, with this Page of Pentacles, you might really kind of be able to figure out what has been working against your relationship or your marriage. What has really been stopping progress, movement. There's some strong negativity here. But again, with this Page of Pentacles, you might be able to see what this is or what's causing all this anxiety in a relationship. Perhaps what you need, again, is a lot of communication here. A lot of communication about, you know, what's really going on emotionally. This is someone pouring out their heart, opening their heart to their partner. You know, and I see a solid relationship here, the 10 of Pentacles. This can even be marriage. For those of you where maybe you're together and you're hoping this is your life partner, I still see perhaps a marriage here or a very strong relationship. And again, if your partner is not a water sign, this can definitely be perhaps someone really getting in touch with their emotions and really, you know, letting you know how they feel. Let me get a few more from the confirmation deck. Let's see what else comes up here. I just realized at the bottom of the deck you've got the King of Cups, which is interesting because you do have the Queen here. Okay, so let me shuffle. Let's see what comes up. You know what? I've already shuffled this. Let me just go ahead and pull them. What other messages are there for the sign of Leo as far as a romantic partner for April 2020? Interesting. You've got the Page of Cups, but the Page of Cups is also right here on the other side. Okay. Leo and the romantic partner for the month of April. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, Leo and the romantic partner for April, and the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is your repeat card, so just kind of be aware of that. Again, there could be a lot of fears. Actually, they turned out right next to each other. Nine of Swords from this deck, and Nine of Swords from this deck. So again, for those of you where you're already, again, this is a couples spread. You're already in a relationship. You're married. You're living together. You're dating. There could be a lot of anxiety as far as the future of this relationship. Where is it going? What are this person's true intentions? These are all things that you could be questioning. And again, I see you very much on guard, and very kind of protective of yourself. There could be some strong fear, strong negativity. You've got the Page of Cups 2 times now. This is also your repeat card. So the Nine of Swords is your repeat card for couples. The Page of Cups is also your repeat card. This definitely represents communication. It can be for some of you that perhaps, you know, you're wanting to hear certain things to kind of confirm, you know, your relationship. Perhaps you want to hear as far as, you know, maybe this is someone that you're dating. You want to hear, you know, you want to hear how this person feels about you. Because this is a repeat card, you might actually be hearing someone loves you in the month of April. This is someone who's pouring out their heart. Perhaps, you know, you've been pessimistic about, again, the future of a relationship, someone that you just met. Perhaps this is the person that you're married to, the person that you're living with, where you're kind of questioning, like, you know, does this person still love me? Is something wrong? With the Page of Cups here 2 times, you could be hearing this confirmation that this person still loves you. Again, I see you just kind of like worried about something as far as your partner, agonizing over something. There is, you know, movement here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, which does represent kind of slow progress. I just feel like something's kind of keeping couples, you know, kind of stuck in limbo. Here. And because of the cards that I've pulled, I feel like if anything's kind of working against your relationship or your marriage, it could definitely be one partner. I don't know if it's you or the person that you're dating or a person that you're married to. Someone who is very much fear-based, with the Devil and the Nine of Swords here 2 times. Again, this is someone who is, you know, very pessimistic in a dark place, and someone who is just imagining worst possible scenario. Maybe imagining that, you know, you're being played, that, you know, you're being cheated on. Just know that there is movement here. But I just feel like there's kind of there could be a lot of negativity, a lot of things coming up, trying to kind of work against the relationship. Try to kind of, like, if you are feeling paranoid about your relationship or your marriage, try to look at this very carefully. Where is this coming from? Does it have any basis in reality, or is this you freaking out? Again, with the Page of Cups 2 times, it could be that what you need is just a lot of communication. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the expert. Okay, Leo, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your ex for the month of April. Leo and their ex for April 2020. We've got the Fool. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Two of Pentacles. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Ace of Swords. Leo and their ex for April. Two of Swords. Leo and their ex for the month of April. Page of Wands. Leo and their ex for the month of April. Death. Leo and their ex for the month of April. Nine of Pentacles. Leo and their ex for the month of April 2020. You've got the Ten of Cups. Leo and their ex for the month of April. And the Sun. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look at these 9 cards first, and then I will pull more confirmation. So I've decided to kind of split up the reading so that, you know, if couples have a certain energy where, you know, perhaps it's looking bright for exes, but maybe not for couples, not for singles, this is going to give you a more accurate reading, which is why I've kind of broken up the reading for the month of April. Now, as far as exes, and this is for those of you that where you want to reconnect with an ex, you're wondering if they're going to come back, you're wondering if they're thinking of you, is there a chance for a new beginning? If you want a new beginning, I mean, there is a chance here. You actually have 2 major arcanas that represent new beginnings. And the Fool, I mean, this represents you're taking a giant risk maybe in allowing this person back into your life, but that new beginning is there. Death is showing me that there could be a huge change. There are a few other things going on here. Of course, you know, you've got the Two of Pentacles. To me, this card can represent that there's a choice that needs to be made. You've got choices here, decisions, and decisions here with the Two of Swords. It can definitely be perhaps, you know, for those of you where maybe, you know, you're with someone else, or maybe this person is with someone else, like there has to be a choice. Otherwise, you know, things are not changing, because the Two of Pentacles does represent instability. Everything's up in the air. This is, you know, just kind of scattered energy. And it can be definitely that there can be a new beginning for you and for your ex, but I feel like somebody like really needs clarity. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords does represent a clear head. This is, you know, perhaps this can also be someone having, you know, kind of a moment of truth, them really knowing how they feel about you. But let me take a look at this spread here. Because, I mean, there's definitely stuck energy here. With the Two of Swords, this is someone who's not budging. This is someone who refuses to make a decision. So, again, decision here, decision here. But you do have Death. So, I mean, Death is telling you there can be a huge change around your ex in the month of April. Death can also represent the sign of Scorpio. But this is, you know, kind of a huge, something that changes everything. And then you've got communication right in the center of the reading. The Page of Wands does represent good news, change, excitement, but I feel like, you know, someone has to make a decision as far as this relationship. This can be, you know, as far as like, do they want you back? Since you're the one watching the reading, it could be that this person just maybe is being really stubborn and kind of maybe deciding to let you back in. Again, everything's unsettled. It's kind of up in the air, because I see this person as like needing clarity. They don't have that clarity right now. That potential is there, especially with the Sun being in the same spread. The Sun represents success, positive energy, and it always means yes when it comes up in a reading. Ironically, you have this next to the Ten of Cups, which is a very happy and fulfilling relationship, a happily ever after. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, though, telling you kind of focus on yourself, because you could be dealing with someone here who's very kind of much stuck and is kind of refusing to make a decision as far as reconciling with you. Let me get a few more to give us a better idea of what's going on here. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Wow, you've got the Ace of Cups. Leo and their ex for April 2020. The Eight of Cups. Leo and their ex for April. And Queen of Pentacles. So we've got an earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can also be you, Leo, if you have a moon or rising and an earth sign. I mean, what we see here, I mean, we've got another new beginning. So we've got new beginning with the Fool, new beginning with the Ace of Swords, new beginning with the Death card. Now we've got true new beginning here as far as a relationship. I mean, the Ace of Cups, this is rekindling a relationship. This is a new beginning for a relationship, but it can be that if you're going to reconcile, I mean, there's certain things have to be left in the past. You got the Eight of Cups. This is a need to leave maybe certain emotional baggage behind you, being able to maybe really start over from scratch. The Eight of Cups, I mean, this is the goodbye card, but I feel like it's, you know, there's a need to leave certain kind of emotional baggage, maybe the reasons why you broke up. There's stuck energy around you and this person you want to reconcile with. Like someone is just kind of saying, nope, I'm not, maybe this person is saying like, nope, I'm not going to be the first one to reach out. That's going to have to be Leo. I mean, the Two of Swords is just someone who's not budging. They're doubling down and kind of saying, nope, I refuse to do that. And I feel like this could even be communicating with you with the Page of Wands right there. Or, you know, kind of changing the situation. The Page of Wands can also be change, excitement, adventure, opening new doors. Everything's very much up in the air here. I feel like this person just needs clarity. They need clarity as far as reconciling with you. Let me get a few more cards from the confirmation deck. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Leo and their ex. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Leo and their ex for April 2020. Leo and their ex for April. Eight of Swords. Well, I mean, this is also stuck energy, just like the Two of Swords. Leo and their ex for April. Knight of Wands. And you see this card sticking out here? I'm going to go ahead and pull it and see what it is. The Death card, which is a repeat card because it is right there. Leo and their ex for the month of April. And the Knight of Pentacles. So I pulled two Knights and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, something is definitely kind of preventing you from reconciling with your ex. It could be, you know, kind of their own kind of stubborn nature with the Two of Swords. This is like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be the first one to apologize. I'm not going to admit that it was my fault. This is just someone who's just crossing their arms and saying, nope, don't come here, not me. I'm not going to be the one who changes my mind here. You know, and there's, I mean, we have the Eight of Swords. I mean, again, there's stuck energy here. Someone just feels unable to move forward. The good thing is they actually pulled this with two Knights. The Knights all represent change and movement. And there is a change around the situation where, you know, maybe someone feels that they can't be with you. Because the Eight of Swords, this is someone who is saying, I can't. My hands are tied behind my back. There's no way for me to change the situation. There's no way out of this. Yes, there is. I've just pulled two Knights with this. Especially the Knight of Wands, because this Knight of Wands is someone who's not going to give up. This is someone who's determined to change a situation. And you saw the card was kind of sticking out, and it turned out to be the Death card, which is a repeat card because it is here. So there is a huge potential change around a next situation where it seems like nothing is changing, because there's just, this card just keeps standing out. It's like everything's up in the air. Everything's up in the air with your ex. You have so many new beginnings here. I mean, you've got the Fool, you got the Ace of Swords, you got the Ace of Cups, you've got Death two times. There's kind of, you know, slow progress here. I just feel like, you know, it could be a matter of someone being really stubborn, perhaps your ex, perhaps both of you. There's a potential change with the Eight of Wands, sorry, the Page of Wands in the center of the reading. I just feel like certain things have to be left in the past with the Eight of Cups. Let me get you some more confirmation. I didn't do this for the sign of Pisces, but I feel like we need something else here. This is from Amira's Love Oracle. What else does Leo need to hear about their ex for April 2020? Let's see. Let's go with this one here. Let me look at this. Twin flame. So, I mean, regardless, you know, whether you believe in twin flames or not, some people don't, which is fine. This can just be that you have a very powerful connection with your ex, you know, even if there's zero communication, even if everyone's being really stubborn and saying, well, I'm not going to be the one who apologizes because this is your fault. And you're thinking, no, it's not my fault. It's their fault. You know, that kind of feeling. There is still a very strong spiritual connection here, a very strong emotional connection. Again, regardless of whether you believe in twin flames or not, this can just be, you know, kind of a confirmation from the universe that, you know, this person is the one, that it was not just all in your head. Let me get another one. What else does Leo need to hear about their ex for the month of April? Freedom. So I feel like this is telling you give it time, because I mean, that is the message that you have right here. This is slow progress. This is kind of slow movement, but the situation is moving forward. It's moving forward from this, because this is someone who's just stuck and just feeling like, I can't do that. I can't do what I want. I can't change my situation. I feel like they're telling you kind of let go. Just kind of rest assured that something is changing behind the scenes. Don't try to force. Don't give anyone an ultimatum. You're being told here by the universe that, you know, yes, this person, for some of you, again, as a general reading, this person could definitely be the one for you. It could be a matter of pride. You know, somebody's just refusing to give in, to apologize. Again, you have so many new beginnings here. You're being told just kind of give it time. Don't try to force anything. And you could see a change in the situation very soon. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the single spread. Okay, Leo, let's go ahead and take a look at your reading for those of you who are completely single and you're wondering if you're going to meet somebody new in the month of April. Let's see what comes out for you. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April 2020? 9 of Cups. Can Leo find a new romantic relationship in the month of April? Wow. 2 of Cups. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? Temperance. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? Ace of Pentacles. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? Ace of Swords. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? 6 of Swords. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? 6 of Pentacles. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? Karma, which is judgment. Can Leo find a romantic relationship in the month of April? 5 of Wands. Okay, so let's stop here. Definitely very positive. A lot more positive than the reading I did for the sign of Pisces, because there were a lot of issues there. So, I mean, the first thing that we have here, pretty obvious, you've got the 9 of Cups, which does represent wish fulfillment, you being immensely happy. There is a soulmate here. So again, this is for those of you where you're completely single, or maybe, you know, you're kind of wondering, should I let that ex go? Is there someone else for me? There definitely is here. You've got a lot of happiness with the 9 of Cups. I mean, because this is right next to the 2 of Cups, some of you can be meeting, like, the perfect partner, like your dream partner reappears in the month of April. Not to be dramatic, but I mean, seeing these 2 cards together is pretty significant. Your dream partner could walk into your life in the month of April. Your dream partner could just appears in the month of April. You are being told here, you know, just kind of play it cool, because temperance means that you're not kind of doing anything extreme, because some of you can be kind of, you know, meeting someone that just seems like this seems like way too good to be true. And, you know, it actually, you know, it very well could be true. You've got a lot of positive cards here, but temperance is telling you, like, don't push things to extremes. This is a card of patience. Let everything unfold naturally. This card can also represent the sign of Sagittarius. You definitely have a new person here with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning, a new opportunity. And for some of you, not for everyone, but I mean, you've got the Ace of Swords here. So it can be that perhaps looking at love from a different perspective. Perhaps maybe you've been single for a long time. Maybe you've become pessimistic about love, or maybe you just don't trust people anymore. Perhaps, you know, in order for you to meet this kind of, you know, dream soulmate that is just kind of waiting to appear, you may need to kind of change your perspective a little bit with the Ace of Swords. You may need to kind of look at love in a different way. You've got the 6 of Swords here, so there's definitely movement around your love life. And this is telling me that there is a new person here who's waiting to come in, who's going to help you move into a much better place. I mean, this can literally represent travel, which I don't always get, but this is one of the few minor arcanas that represents actual travel. This could be maybe that you're connecting with someone at a distance. Perhaps this is someone that you meet online. But I mean, the 6 of Swords, it does represent getting away from a very kind of difficult situation into calmer water. So it could be that you're meeting a partner who's just perfect for you, who just kind of, this is exactly who you were looking for. It all ties in together. You've got the 6 of Pentacles. I mean, this is you getting the relationship, the love that you truly deserve. You've got the Judgment card here. They call it Karma, but this is the Judgment card. There's a chance for you to rise from the ashes in the month of April. This is, this is a second chance for you to be happy. Maybe you've already, been in other relationships that didn't work out. You didn't get what you deserve. You will in this relationship with the Six of Pentacles here. Some of you could be kind of conflicted maybe about letting somebody new in. You have the Five of Wands. This is the only challenging card in this whole spread. And maybe that's why we have the Ace of Swords. You could be conflicted maybe as far as like, do I want to date? Do I want to let somebody in? If you're single and you really want to meet somebody, I mean, these cards are screaming at you that you have to take a chance. Some of you could be conflicted about, again, about dating again, letting somebody new in. There is a second chance for you to be happy here in the month of April. Let me get a few more. Can Leo find a new romantic partner in the month of April? Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're very protective and on guard as far as letting somebody new in. Can Leo find a new romantic partner for the month of April? Four of Pentacles. Just, trying to play it safe. Can Leo find a new romantic partner in the month of April? You. Okay, so you were told already here, first 9 cards. If you're single and you want to meet somebody new, do not stay at home. Do not push people away. With this combination of cards here, you could, your dream partner could be walking into your life in the month of April. But again, I saw you here with the Five of Wands, perhaps conflicted about dating again, or conflicted about love. This confirms it with your own energy here. With the Nine of Wands, you're just on guard. You don't want to let anybody in emotionally. You don't want to wear your heart on your sleeve. This card just further confirms everything that I've said. With the Four of Pentacles, you just want to stay in your safe place, and you're just not open to change. You definitely want to be open because there's a second chance for you to be happy here. Let me get you, let's see here. Let me get you another card from Amira's Love Oracle. What do single Leos need to hear about their love life for the month of April? What do single Leos need to hear about their love life for the month of April? I feel like this card right here. Spiritual growth. So, I mean, I feel like this could tie in, with the Ace of Swords. Perhaps you feel like you've been burnt too many times and you feel like I really do not want to go there again. I do not want to revisit love or relationships. It could be maybe you need to kind of consider that maybe some of the relationships you were in were meant to be some type of, kind of a spiritual lessons where you can't allow this to hold you back. Because, I mean, there's definitely movement here. There's new opportunities. I see, there's a soulmate who's just waiting to come in. Perhaps, again, this is looking at things from a different perspective. This is clarity and truth. And this is perhaps the key to allowing, this new person into your life, this new opportunity. It's kind of knowing that maybe some things that did not work out in the past, they didn't work out for a reason. Maybe to lead you to this person right here. But also I get for some of you, I mean, there can be a new partner, a new partner coming in for you where there's going to be a lot of spiritual growth together. So kind of keep that in mind. You definitely don't want to hold back, Leo, because I mean, I do see you here just perhaps kind of saying no thank you. I'm just, again, being conflicted about a new beginning. There's definitely somebody new that wants to come in your life for the month of April. Okay, Leo, this has been your love reading for April 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.